I have a message for somebody. Now, I will be honest with you. This was a dream I had a long time ago. Not a long time ago, a few months ago. Let me just plug in here. Hang on. You'll have to all excuse me. I haven't long got out the shower. 22 on the clock. Not exactly dressed for this, to be fair. Anyway, there is a towel on my head. In fact, I might need to get that off so I'm not shouting. In fact, you can sit with me while I dry my hair, you lot. So this message of mine, I was just listening to another reading, and it reminded me of my dream that I had a little while ago, but I did not put up. I don't think I put it up. But I've just been nudged to not give the whole message because I don't want to. I don't want to do any of that for you guys at the moment. There's only one thing right now I'd like to do. Anyway, somebody had an operation, okay? One of you have had an operation, and while you were recovering in hospital, that is when your spell work was done on you, okay? Somebody was working on you. There were two people in the room. One of them went off to the shop to buy something. I can't for the life of me remember what it was, because in the dream I was that person. I was sent to the shop and I bought some things from the shop, one of which may have been popcorn. And actually, saying that, it may have been caramel popcorn, possibly, because I don't eat it. 0202 then. I don't eat caramel popcorn. I don't really eat popcorn, to be fair, either, to be honest. But while I was at the shop, there was somebody sat next to somebody else, and this person was obviously recovering from something. 0220 on my clock then. 222 now. So whoever you are, anyway, whoever you are, you were recovering from something in hospital. And whoever was sat at your side, they were doing spell work on you. Now, I don't know what this spell work was for, whether it was to make you think... Oh, what was that? Something just went click. Okay, so perhaps it was to create an illusion in your mind so that you thought one thing or didn't think a thing. But whatever it was, whoever it was, the spell work was done on you while you were recovering in hospital from whatever was wrong with you. 0303 on my clock. And I think you were unconscious. You may have even been in a coma. I don't know for sure. You were definitely either asleep or unconscious. There were two people in the room, and I was one of them in the stream, and I was sent to the shop. Now, I'm looking at my white cross on my door. I don't know what relevance that holds. Hold on, I'll show you. Let me just arrange my towel just in case. They keep showing me. I've got this white cross on my door. You see? They keep showing me that quite a lot. They do. They do. They do. They do. 345 then. On my clock. Yeah, that's your message. There is more, but they're also showing me my sewing kit now. So maybe I'll show you my sewing kit. There it is. See? My sewing kit. Believe it or not, I sew with this kit. I can't reach my wire. So whoever you are, the spell work was done on you, sadly, whilst you were in hospital, recovering from whatever. I don't know if you had surgery or I don't know what you may have had done, or why, or I don't. That isn't anything to do with me. I'm not interested in those things. But they do keep showing me this white cross. Perhaps you are religious. Perhaps the person that was with you is religious. Now I've got REM. There's an REM song. Oh, God, what is it? There's an REM song that, I was just about to say a friend of mine sings, but he's not my friend. I was like, okay. There's a REM song that, okay, now my bathroom's on the click as well. Okay, so the REM song is Losing Religion. Oh, hang on. That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight, losing my religion. Okay. Trying to keep up with you, and I don't know if I can do it. I think that's what it is. I haven't. Anyway, right. So yeah, this white cross. It still keeps showing me this white cross with this REM song. Now I'm going to tell you what I tell my children. What I tell my children is something that my ex-partner said to me. My children's dad said to me. 0609 then on the clock. My children's dad once said to me when I was really very, I was struggling with my faith, and I was struggling with, is there really a God? Is it because why would we go through all this if there was really a God? And I really put that aside because I'd lost somebody very dear to me and with no answers why. And this was a good over 10 years ago now, actually. But this man, he meant the world to me, and most people that do mean the world to me are taken from me before, Anyway, he said to me, apart from the devil, it's not important what you have faith in, as long as you have faith in something. And at that time, if he'd have written it down on a piece of paper, I'd have screwed it up and thrown it back in his face, because at that time, to be stood at Anthony's grave after scraping him off of his flat floor, watching the look on his parents' face as we walked into his flat to find all of his blood and guts and that still all over the floor, and then having to clean that off of the floor, I can tell you for free, in my mind, there was no God. There was no God. But I soon learned. I learned otherwise. I mean, you call it God, some people call it the universe, God, Allah, aliens, angels, you know what it is. Depends what that is for you. For you, it all depends what that is for you. But whoever you are, you may have lost your faith for some reason. You may be losing your religion right now. I don't know. But whoever you are, I can tell you now that whatever was done to you while you were either under hospital care, or you were unable to open your eyes for some amount of time, for some reason. I don't know what that reason is. I did keep getting told head injury a few months ago, but I believe that was for somebody else. I believe that was for somebody that was a little bit closer to me than any of you. But just know this, okay? Call out to God, seek only his decision. Okay. And if anyone is struggling with their faith out there, and people go, well, you can't say you're a spiritualist. Just because I am a spiritualist, okay, does not mean that I do not believe in God. And the thing about that is 911 on my clock. The thing about that is it's not a being, it's not a thing, it's a way of life. And what people don't understand is when you believe in the Most High, you're not believing in one thing. Not really. You're believing in all things, because all things are possible. All things are possible. There is no strict structure. And with religion and things like that, and I'm not cussing anyone that has religion, things like I'm really not. What I'm saying to you is this, is if you're questioning your religion, etc., etc., for whatever reason, question it. Question it. Listen to me. You would be surprised what I call the Almighty. I call the Almighty, and if you wouldn't, well, trust me, okay. I call 1001 and I call the Most High a fucking cunt lots of times. Trust me, lots of times. Lots of times. He doesn't care. And this is the whole point. When people go, oh my God, 10:10 on the clock, you can't do that. You're religious, you can't do You're spiritual, you can't do that. Who says I can't do that? Yes, I can. Because they're doing it to me. Trust me. All these spirits and angels and this and that and whatever that is for you. You'd be surprised what they call me. I'm the biggest fucktard there is, trust me, in their eyes. But I'm also one of the most pure. I am. Sadly. Sadly, I am. One of the most pure. Now, what was it they called me? What was the word? Emissary. That's the word they used. They used the word emissary. That's what they called me. Huh. I'm still not exactly quite 100% sure what that actually means, but no doubt I'll find out when I'm taken. When I'm taken. So yeah, anyway, whoever you are, your spell work was done on you while you were in hospital or resting, where you were unable, 111 on my clock, then now 11:11, when you were unable to do something or care for yourself perhaps, someone else was caring for you, and at that moment, that's when they did the spell work on you. I'm afraid, my darling, I'm afraid. They're showing me my sewing kit again. I don't understand. I haven't used it since August, really. Let's have a look at it, see what it's telling us. Let's have a look. Okay, my sewing kit. It has my blue threads of my sunflowers in, going on my blanket at some point soon, which is also, I'm taking my blanket into my coffin with me. My green and yellow blanket, my new blanket that I'm making, is coming with me into my coffin. Okay, it's showing me my satin Jack Daniels. These are a pair of shorts I've had for a long time. They don't fit anyone, but I still keep them because I love it. And just my general sewing bits, really. There's some little flowers that I sewed on to a parcel for someone a few months ago in there. There's leaves. Oh, actually, yeah, okay. Maybe these leaves mean something to you guys. Hang on. There's these leaves on there. 1, 2, 3, 4 now on my clock. So I really don't know what else to tell anybody. But there it is. Sorry to have to tell you that. But I was just reminded that I didn't tell anyone, or if I did, it didn't reach the right person. So, although it probably won't, will it? Because, you know, karmics and blockers and stalkers and all those shitty things. Yeah. Anyway, I hope it finds you. Bye, guys.